My name is Beau Higginbotham. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer for Ascension St. Agnes. In this role, my core responsibilities are really to grow our service lines, both in development as well as growth programmatically for each of those key service areas within the organization. The key service areas that I focus on here at Ascension St. Agnes are oncology, orthopedics, cardiovascular services, surgery, and women's and children's. Some of my key priorities and goals in this role really center around elective procedures. And when we talk about elective, it's your surgical services, which we want and have a strong desire to grow, as well as women's and children's services. Really those areas that the patient and the consumer have an opportunity to select their services and which organization they'd like to have those services performed at. We really have the ability to understand where the patient sits in each segment of their journey and throughout the care offered here at Ascension St. Agnes. If it's primary care to surgery to inpatient, we have a unique perspective and really a strong look and visibility into those episodes of care throughout the journey for the patient that we may sometimes lose, unfortunately, when they're an affiliate physician in the community and not as closely aligned with our system. What this translates to the patient is really having that connected network of physicians that have ownership of those patients, not only in the transactional manner or that episode of care that they're treating for, but collectively throughout the life of that patient cycle in relationship with the organization. What this means for you when we have a relationship like that with our physicians and our medical staff is that there's a different level of connectedness, that our providers and our physicians really can have a good understanding of where the patient sits on their care journey. And no matter where they are at any of our clinic sites or their hospital, we have a good take as to what's happening with the patient and how best we can treat them. Where Ascension St. Agnes is headed is really strong development opportunities in our community. We have a couple major projects that are happening not only right in our backyard, but also in some of those outskirts and the general surrounding area of our campus. Those continue to be exciting aspects of our journey and our growth opportunities. But with that, we still stay committed to our own community that we serve here on a daily basis on the corner of Caton and Wilkins. The culture here at Ascension St. Agnes is honestly one that I find pretty unique. You typically don't get this feel, which you can tell the second you walk into the doors. It's got a very unique collegiality, not only with our medical staff, but also the community. It's not uncommon to find someone who's been here for a very long period of time who is also lives right down the street or have family members who have born here. So there is a special connection with our workers here. They take great pride in working in this organization, and I think that they understand that follows them back into the community. And that sense of pride and connectedness is something that you typically don't find in a community hospital setting in Baltimore within this region. I think Ascension St. Agnes is a great place to come as your choice of care because you do find a unique level of commitment and pride with the workers, the clinicians, the medical staff here. Given how small of a community Baltimore is, I think they recognize that not only are they treating for a patient or those in need, they're also treating for their neighbors, the people that they're going to see in the grocery store on the weekend or at the ball fields on the weekend. There is truth to that, and I think that there is recognition that we have community pride and a community attachment that you don't necessarily find with some of the larger systems and hospitals within the area. What brought me to healthcare as a professional was really a greater call. As a business undergrad, most of my friends were going into finance, banking, et cetera, and just the greater sense of purpose was something that I found very attractive and meaningful in my life and pairing that up in my career. Working here at Ascension St. Agnes, I have certainly found that to be true. That there is a greater sense of purpose. There is a stronger reward that I get on a daily basis. Even looking back at my time here and my career here at St. Agnes, I'm very proud of the accomplishments that we've had, the contributions that we've been able to make to the community as well as those patients that we serve.